Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of dos&d Uncut, everybody.
Sammy, clap your hands. Yes.
We are...
Get your hands out of your pants.
Yes. Sammy's been told to take his hands out of his pants.
He's being silly.
Let's bring you guys up to speed quickly. At the moment of this recording, it is a Friday afternoon. We've been in the studio twice this week. We've done a bunch of interviews. They've been really good, some of which you would have already heard. But now we're about to wind down with our favourite time of the month, which is Uncut. Dos, how are you?
I'm great. You know what I think we need to get? We need to get a camera facing them.
Yeah.
Really soon. Because what we can see and what I can see, I want everyone else to be able to see it.
I see them playing on their phone, when they get bored.
Sammy, definitely. More so, they besides the few social clips, they're pretty well hidden to the audience. So, and they're an integral part of the show. So maybe I don't know.
No,
Even just an iPhone. Or do you like the secrecy?
No, I don't mind it. I like occasionally Bryce will just swivel the phone around to him. Go on, 1, 2, 3, swivel it round to the boys. There you go. Give them a wave, lads. We've brought in the mic for them today so they can actually speak
it's on
if
a
they want
stand.
to talk. But the boys are very excited. I can't say what it is, but what I will say is we've had in the last couple of weeks some of the most exciting news in dos&d history. That
Jeez, I can't believe you've gone early.
I'm not saying what it is, but I'm just saying it's the most exciting news we've had, I think, in the history of our show, which we will reveal very slowly.
Since James Hird came on our show.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, let's bring everyone up to speed with a bit of an update. We've got a huge action-packed show for you. But first, we like to give everyone a bit of an update what's happening in our worlds. Dos, you got anything for me?
Nothing specific.
I thought you had something for me.
I had a couple of things, but I mean, it's not necessarily an update. I just wanted to throw a couple of things at you to get opinions-wise. But in terms of life, besides that exciting project,
we've been on hands on decks with that project.
Yeah, there's been lots going on with that. But one thing I did want to ask was, I thought of this earlier today, is I want to ask you about your local coaching, your footy coaching.
Yeah, ask me. What do you want to know?
How has it been going?
Well, it was flat on the weekend. We gave up a 6-goal lead and lost by a point. Did I tell you this?
No.
We're 6 goals up, lost by 1 behind.
So under 16s, for those who don't know, D's coaching.
Yeah, I think some of the boys listen, so shout out to the boys.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, get a few of them texting me in, like some of the recent interviews.
Have you given anyone a spray yet?
No.
There's 2 birds just
shagging
in the roof.
It's very distracting, and I think the 5 men.
It's quite arousing.
There's 5 men in this room that all seem a little bit toey for some reason.
I know. It's a Friday.
No, but the coaching's going well, mate. Haven't had to spray, which is good.
Well, so this is the question I wanted to ask.
Here we go.
No, it's nothing. No, it's nothing. I just thinking about you coaching juniors has made me go back to reminisce on my time coaching, and when you get into the huddle, I wanted to ask: do you have to organise the oranges and the lollies and stuff? No,
mate.
Really?
No.
I thought you would have had to do all that.
No. That's I don't think. No, that's somebody else's responsibility.
And did you have to liaise with that person to ensure that it's all done?
It's very structured. It's very structured. Somebody that looks after all that stuff, which is good. I just go out and coach. And
well, what's your favourite? What's your favourite?
Saying
quarter time snack.
Well,
have you ever helped yourself to the lollies?
No, we don't have lollies.
What do you have?
We just don't have any of that stuff.
Oranges?
No, we're very focused, our boys. We go out and we play. Look,
That's going to be the first ever junior football club I've ever heard that doesn't have oranges.
Dos, I give you in 2 years' time.
Isn't that?
Can I make a bold prediction? In 2 years' time, we'll be interviewing one of those kids because they're playing very high level.
I'm not. Oh, gee, okay.
And it was all my doing.
I've asked him what snacks do you enjoy. He said, "No, we don't have snacks."
No.
But one of my kids is getting drafted in 2 years.
One,
that's not where I was going with
this.
I was actually trying to be a fun kind of question because.
Well, you answered the question. What's your favourite snack? I think it's out of 2.
Snakes.
Snakes, beautiful. Yeah. Is there anything other than snakes and oranges that get around at footy clubs?
Chewy.
Chewing gum.
Yep. Chewy. Extra chewy.
At quarter time.
Or the PK chewy. Isn't that a thing?
At footy clubs, no. I mean, at one of the old clubs I played for, the coach had a deal with a local grocer, and he came in with the weirdest kind of snacks. But anyway, I think we're going to move past this.
Well, I'm trying to.
No, I like it.
I'm trying to provide something.
Yeah,
something a bit different.
No, well done. Really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
What else is going on in your life?
Well, I was going to say, I like the Russell Athletic you're wearing, by the way, the vest. We had a bit of a problem this morning liaising amongst each other what we're going to wear. We came up rocking the exact same attire.
Yeah, well, we both made a nice. Mind you, those who are wondering when we've posted an Instagram story saying we've got a parcel from Russell, we've bought our own things.
Yes.
Just
we believe
to let
in
you know.
giving back to those that give to us.
Yeah. So we both got a parcel and we both got a puffer vest. And D got his last week. I only got mine like yesterday. And I just had a feeling this morning. I got up and I had all my clothes ready to go. I like to get my clothes ready the night before for the shoot day. It's like playing footy. I just look. I'm excited for this day. And then I took a photo of myself wearing the kit, and because I just knew we either wear the same because we have
merch.
The same merch, and then now we've got these. And I sent a photo as I'm walking out the door, and you sent one back wearing the exact same thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a bit too. But we've been able. The great thing about a vest, you can just take it off, and I'm wearing this now.
You look like a jock.
Yeah, well, I bring this up. So I went shopping. I had the gift voucher from my birthday that was left from my sisters, but I hadn't used it for months. So I went shopping the other day and bought some new clothes. And
it's good to see you buying something.
Do you enjoy it? Do you like this? Do you like this little kit that I'm wearing?
Frat
boy. I'm not going to name the brand because they don't partner with us. But what I will say is I wore this out a few weeks ago in an area close to your heart, close to where you live, in the northern suburbs.
Collingwood.
The northern suburbs of Melbourne or inner north. And
is it Collingwood North? Yeah.
Inner north, I'd say, Abbotsford. And look, I haven't spent a lot of time there, as you know, but I had a great night out. But it's definitely a change in tone when you go north or south of the Yarra, isn't it? And I got told very quickly that I was walking out of an establishment, and this bloke on the side of the road just said, "Mate, you're in Naarm now." I said, "What?" And he said, "You're in Naarm." What are you talking about? And he pointed at my what I was wearing.
Yeah, your private.
I'm not a private school.
Look.
But apparently it looks that way. And I said, "Mate, well, take that dress off for a start and wear something manly." The Narmi army, they come to get you all.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, on that, we had a former friend of the show, or lived with you for a little while.
We're going to go with this.
Yeah, Ralph. So Ralph.
No, he's named him. Named him, Bob.
Name him. No, Ralph is a good man.
Yeah, he's a great man. I had a great time with him.
But you also Ralph travels. So if you want to look him up on the socials,
big on TikTok.
Big on TikTok. He's from the UK. So when you would have heard Dee and myself talk about our London tour.
If you're a rusted on dos&d fan, you would know him from a couple of years ago.
So we went on tour to London 3 or 4 years ago, and Dee had a mate who he met on his sex tour in America, and that mate said, "Oh, whenever you come to London next, come let me know."
Yep.
And my family would be able to put you up. So when we planned our London tour, his family were amazing, and we went and stayed with them, and we got to know his younger brother Ralph.
Yes.
And then Ralph, he was just a ripper. We had a lot of fun with Ralph. But long story short, Ralph came to Australia 2 years ago.
Yep.
He stayed in Danny's house, or Dee's house. Sorry.
Your former room.
My former room on my previous. That was my room, and then he was our first official employee.
Yes,
actually.
first person we paid money to.
And off the back of that, he used to, give us a few little cheap shots throughout because we didn't have quite the following that we do now.
Yes.
Thank you to everyone listening and following us. But he used to like to tell us, mine's bigger.
Yes.
And we love you, Ralph.
It still is bigger.
It still is bigger, and that's fine. He's doing good things. But he came to town recently.
I'm not sharing. You can share this story, but I'm not sharing it.
Oh, I just think it's very fun. I don't want to share it out of. I just think it's funny. I just think it's very, very funny.
You loved it.
I did love it. Oh, well, I wasn't there. So.
Do you want me to set the scene and then you can finish it off?
Please.
All right, so I'll set the scene and we'll finish. So Ralph came for he was here for a week. And again, Ralph, if you're listening, we love you. But I don't think he loved
a healthy slab of confidence.
A healthy slab of confidence. And like he just likes, he likes living the TikTok style life, right? So anyway, we headed out to Richmond. Anyone in the Melbourne area
Let's just put it this way. He will show the barber his TikTok account to see if he can get a free haircut. And he did in Melbourne. So.
And everybody he meets within 2 seconds of meeting them. Anyway, we went out. We decided to go out, and it was myself, Ralph, and a friend of his, another British guy, really nice guy named Harry, really good guy. Anyway, we're walking out, and we're about to go into our first establishment in Richmond, Swan Street, or just off Swan Street. Everyone knows the area. Pub?
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Establishment. You've said it a few times.
What's wrong with establishment?
No, nothing. It's just very proper, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, it was a bit upper than a pub. But anyway, we're going and we're walking past the queue, and as we're walking past the queue, somebody grabbed my shoulder and just basically said g'day and loved the show, and it was really, really nice.
A random.
Somebody I've never met, and that's really, really nice. I said,
humbling.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you another story in a second. But anyway, so then as we're walking off, Ralph grabs me and he goes, mate, let's count. I said, count
Let's
what?
see who wins.
Count what? He goes, let's count how many times we both get recognised tonight. I said, Ralph, I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing.
And we're not. Yeah.
I'm not playing a game where we're gonna count how many. And he's like, no. I bet I'll get recognised more. I said, okay, fine. We walk into the pub or the venue, and I went to get a glass of water, and I came back. I didn't see this. But I came back, and he comes straight up, 1-1. I said, Ralph, I'm not counting this game. But
and we don't expect it. Like, it's not like we go in everywhere and think, oh, people are going to know us. Like, we don't. It's sometimes you'll get tapped on the shoulder, but it's not like
it's only when people pissed they tap you on the shoulders what you realise. But anyway, I'll set that up and you can say the rest.
Oh, so I wasn't there. So, but like I said, he's always let us know. So we've always felt a little smaller around Ralph. And the first, it was 1-1 in the pub. Well, I get a voice note.
I didn't want to play this game.
I get a voice note from D the next day, and he goes, "Oh mate, you're gonna love this," and he explains the whole scenario. So after now that it's 1-1, a second person comes up to D, and he says, "Oh mate, love the pod, blah blah blah." That's 2-1. Well, then it just kept They just kept rolling like the Benjamins. Just the next one. What was he doing?
It was a man bowing down, saying, "I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. It's an honour."
Well, that's very funny. But then
I had a woman in a kebab shop, drunk off her tits, yelling at me. Don't know what she was
by
saying.
the end of the night, though, there was 9 in total, right?
Yeah. 9,
and which is amazing. And thanks to everyone who, if you do recognise us, or
and I want to actually apologise if you guys do, they say they listen, you don't know if they actually listen, but
that's a good point.
If you are listeners of the show, I will apologise because I realised I'm so socially awkward. I get stunned and I don't know what to say, and I hope I come across. I just get awkward.
He's told it in last Uncut. You're a bit.
I say,
my favourite say, you're a sandwich short of a picnic. You're just not quite there, but we love you. And
can we do a quiz one day, an intelligence quiz on here?
No.
I will carve him up.
Yeah, he's smarter than me. If anything,
but I'm always a dumb.
I'm 2 sandwiches short.
Why am I always a dumb one?
But anyway, this is a long intro. But long story short,
thank you.
Long story short, Ralph was saying, "Oh, it's your home turf. It's your home turf. Let's do it back in the UK." And D again, mate, I'm not playing this game. I didn't want to play this game. You wanted to play it. It was 9-1 in the end.
Yeah, so if you ever see me, this definitely won't be happening. If you ever see me chatting to a young woman in an establishment, you do recognise me, please come up and ask for an autograph.
That would establishment counter.
That would really, really help. Anyway, anything else from you off the top, or do we go into what's coming up on the show?
I did have one more thing. But
you had something about a tram. You're going to give me...
Oh, yeah, actually. Yeah. This is one thing I just wanted you to...
on a tram the other day.
I was on the tram on the way home from work, and at 5 o'clock to 5:30, it's packed. Like everyone from the CBD back home, back to the northern suburbs. And the tram stops, a lady gets on with a dog, right? And she's rough around the edges, this woman.
Yep.
And as soon as she gets on the loudspeaker, the driver goes, we're talking peak hour as well. Like, it's packed, the tram. Everyone's going home. The tram lady goes, "No dogs allowed," on the voiceover. And she yells back saying, what do you call it when...
Support dog or
support,
something?
yeah. No, it's a support dog. And the lady goes, no dogs allowed unless you show me your certificate, your credentials that she is a support dog. She goes, "I don't have it." She goes, "Well, I'm not moving the tram." So the lady stayed on the tram. Was like, "Well, what are you going to do then?" She goes, "Well, I'm going to have to drive this tram back to the depot."
Oh.
So we all had to get off while the lady with the dog just went back to the depot with the tram. So what I wanted to ask was, I personally think, I see dogs on the tram all the time. Drivers don't make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
Who's in the wrong? Did the driver, as the driver kind of power tripping here and just wants to show her,
dominance?
Dominance, yep. Or is the lady, and the lady with the dog was, in my opinion, I think she was a bit rude in the fact that she was happy to just stay on the tram for everyone else to get off. Like,
that's hard. I think the problem is, if you let her go, where does it stop? So you do have to make a statement at some point, but she makes a statement to you and however many other people on the tram, but that's not the whole of Melbourne. So is it going to stop people in the future? Probably not. It's busy. We're all trying to get home. We're all trying to get to one place. Let's keep it rolling, fellas.
Agreed.
Yeah, great.
So that's all.
All right. Well,
sorry, I just thought I'd ask,
I like
you know,
it. I like it. So,
D's in a hurry.
no, I'm not in a hurry. Well, yeah, I'm in a bit of a hurry. What we got on the show today, Dos? We've got some exciting segments. You've got one for me, including...
someone we know. That's all I'll say. Got married about 6 months ago, and they are now getting a divorce. But what it made me think was, and this person's of profile. We won't name him because... Or her, because good friends, great person. But it made me think, what other marriages have taken place around the world, celebrity-wise, and they haven't lasted overly long?
There might be some reasons as to why.
Some reasons.
So you've done some digging.
You'll enjoy that.
Then I've got the next segment. Actually, I'm really looking forward to this. I found some hidden meanings. Now, I love this kind of stuff. I can't wait. Yeah, you're going to love this. I reckon I'm going to blow your mind and all the listeners and viewers. Now, guys, actually, this is a great opportunity. If you're listening to this podcast, unless you really have to, the next segment you're going to want to watch this because I'm going to blow your mind with some visuals, some hidden meanings in advertising that you're going to love. But on top of that, I found some interesting hidden meanings in songs as well, which. A couple backwards messages and things like that.
Just be careful of the copyright.
No, do you? Yeah, who worries about that?
You.
Yeah, I worry. We won't be playing any, but we might read some lyrics. It's my turn to return serve.
Maybe explain to those who didn't know what happened last time.
Last time, Dos, it was basically the roasting of D, an intervention, a live intervention about how weird I am, and I will reply to a couple of them today because upon reflection, I think that couple of them were quite harsh. But
I think I got a bit excited.
Yeah, but that's okay because I've got a list full of stuff for Dos. So Dos is going to have to sit there quietly and just we'll see how defensive he gets. I'm actually a bit nervous because he does tend.
We did have plans to have a special guest on for this Uncut.
Yeah, but it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. So hopefully soon.
And then we hit the confession booth.
Or the Rexall confession booth. Who doesn't love that? I've got
You've been naughty again.
Yeah, I'm going back to my high school route.
So am I today, actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did something back in high school which I'm not overly proud of. Let's just say it got me through.
But it's going to be some rather wonderful content. So
Let's get stuck in.
Let's get in. Dos, what are you doing?
Mate, I'm just I'm doing a job in the excavator.
And what right do you have to be in the excavator?
Because Fleet Plant Hire gave it to me.
Oh, well, in that case, you can stay on the bloody thing.
Why? I'm in safe hands.
You are. Fleet Plant Hire Solutions. They're the ones to call when you need a job done, big or small.
What kind of jobs?
Well, again, if you need an excavator, if you need some digging, if you need a water truck.
They do civil work?
Civil work, infrastructure, construction. They do all of it.
But then I think the best part about Fleet Plant Hire is all of this can seem quite overwhelming. When you've got a project coming up or you need to get some machinery, what do you do? Where do you get it from? Is it trustworthy? Fleet, they are the most trusted earth-moving brand in the state, if not the country.
And not just that, Dos, their customer care is absolutely number one. So visit Chris and the team now at fph.com.au for more information now.
Back to the episode of Uncut.
So I was thinking the other day, Dos, when I was trying to come up with some concepts for today's episode, I really liked your segment you did a couple of months ago with the celebrity conspiracy theories. And I love that kind of stuff. I find it really fascinating. And I was starting to think, I'd like to do something somewhat similar. Now, this isn't conspiratorial. Is that a word?
Yeah, let's go with it.
Yeah, it is. Bryce is nodding. At all.
You've got great
vocabulary.
vocab.
Yeah. Apart from when I'm trying to name another word for an establishment, apparently, then I really struggle.
I mean...
But so what I've done is I found this article a while ago that showed 40 of the world's most famous logos that you'd see every day, and they had hidden meanings in it. So it's really clever advertising and really clever marketing. So we're going to show you some of them, and I'm not going to tell you what they are. We're going to put them on the screen, and I want you to explain to me what it's trying to say. And then I'm going to share to you the hidden meaning. So again, if you're listening to this, I want you to go and watch this part because it's going to be very visual. Afterwards, Dos, I've got a few songs for you that these might be some songs you guys really like. And
am I going to be tapping my feet?
Well, no, we're not going to play them for copyright. But they've got a couple of hidden. Well, Dos might sing a couple verses, but they've got hidden meanings that unfortunately they might not sound as sweet as they come across on the radio. But Sammy, we're going to start with the logos. So
go on, Sammy.
We're going to start with the top, and we're going to start with Amazon. We're going to start at probably the more basic one of them all. Now, Amazon, obviously one of the biggest companies in the world. Everybody, we don't have to describe what this company does. Now, Dos, looking at that, I'm sure you've seen that logo many times. Mm-hmm. What just kind of stands out to you?
Well, the arrow underneath is pointing from A to Z.
Oh, he's got it. Straight off. So you know this one.
No, I just worked it out. Just based off the game, I worked it out.
So that's exactly what it is. Amazon, when you go to Amazon website, they've got everything you need. And the arrow underneath, which is the famous Amazon arrow points from A to Z.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Well done,
Dos.
Dosh. You
Well
won
done.
all.
Yeah.
1-0.
1-0.
Sorry.
Okay.
Got into, all right, next
Is this
one.
a competition? Is it?
No, it's not a competition. We've only got a few. Next one is now this is an American company, FedEx. Now this one is quite subliminal. This logo, but for those listening to this, we're looking at the FedEx logo, which is really just the words written in blue and orange. Now somewhere in that writing, there's a kind of a little hidden meaning. Do you know what FedEx do? Firstly,
well, they're a delivery service.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it's to do with the purple D and the orange E in the middle.
Not quite. There's actually a hidden shape inside the outline of some of those.
Oh, is there a
Cast your eye to the X, to the orange.
arrow?
There's a little arrow hidden in there between the E and the X,
Wow.
which is the little FedEx. This is where we go. It's how we get to places. Again,
Is this actually?
this is all proof.
Is this tactical? Like, have they done that purposely?
Well,
Because it could be an accident.
No, the graphic designers would have done this.
Okay.
Definitely tactical. Okay, next one. Let's move on to this is the old Formula One logo.
Wow, I haven't seen this logo in a long time.
Now it's the old one. Again, it portrays as a bit of red, white, and black, very St Kilda theme. What do you see, Dos? Now I can't unsee this, but you might not see it at all, and the viewers and listeners might not see this at all. But this is the old logo. So what?
Can you scroll up a bit, Sammy?
Just describe what you kind of see, Dos.
Oh, I can't see it fully. No. Like,
Yeah.
oh, is it stop at the top? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I see a 1.
Well, there you go. Straight away, you've nailed it. So the middle space, there's a word for it in graphic designing. I think I can't remember what it's called, but it's a negative space they call it.
Yep.
That's the 1. Most people don't see that.
Really?
Most people. So you see the F, the black is the
Yep.
F, and then the 1, and then the red.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
Wow.
didn't see the F?
No, I didn't.
So it's F1.
Okay, I just saw the 1.
Yeah, it's an F1, which is of course what they are. All right, next 3 to go. Toblerone. Now this one's really hard to see.
Yum.
This is really hard to see. But this logo in particular actually pays heritage to where Toblerone was founded. Now you can see a mountain. Bryce is nodding, so he must know it. So inside that mountain, can you see anything, Dos? So again, for those listening, Toblerone's written down the bottom, and then there's like a mountain on top of it, which is a famous Toblerone emblem.
I can see something.
Again, negative
Wait,
spacing.
Sammy, stop doing that.
What do you see, Dos? It's hard to zoom in. Zoom in. Close. There you go. What does that look like to you now? Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it. Is it a tiger?
It's a bear.
A bear.
It's a bear.
Yeah, that's a bear.
But most people, including myself, this blew my mind.
You got to look closely.
You got to look really close, but it just looks like a mountain. That bear is the national of their native
What country is
city.
Toblerone from?
This is Germany.
Germany.
And
Guten Tag.
I'm pretty sure it's Germany. Yeah. But the actual city or the area that's
You
found
would
in
not.
has the bear.
Would
So
never
that's-
notice that.
No, it's very clever.
Well done, Toblerone.
Now I like this one. Next one, Tour de France.
It's a great logo.
Do you see it straight away, or have you known this before?
The one boob in the middle with the
Yeah,
nipple.
actually, I see that. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm being a child. Sammy,
But
stop
it has.
it.
But that does have something to do with it. So you're looking in the right spot.
Okay.
So what do you see? Describe for those listening.
So, La Tour France. La de Tour France.
So you see wording.
Wording. A cool...
But what else do you see outside of the wording?
there's a yellow sun
Yeah.
to the right of it. Like a round... Like
So what if I told you that's not a sun?
I see it.
What do you see?
There's a guy on a bike.
That's it.
Wow.
There's a guy.
Yeah, so the sun, well, what I thought was the sun is the front wheel.
Yep.
The boob is the back wheel.
Yep.
And then you've got the
bloke
bike
riding.
rider leaning forward.
In the letter R.
Yeah.
And that's why there's just
I did not. Oh, in the letter R. Yeah.
Yeah,
tour.
and like there's a random dot. Why is there a dot?
That's the
where it
head.
makes sense. Exactly. That's the head.
Well done, Daniel.
All right, last
Shit,
one.
I did not know that.
I love this one. Now, this is the London Symphony Orchestra.
I've never seen this in my life.
No, well, you would have heard of the London
Yeah.
Symphony Orchestra. Well, describe what you see, because this one is really. I find this one really clever.
Well, you've got the London
Symphony.
London Sympathy Orchestra.
Symphony.
London Symphony Orchestra.
Yes.
London Symphony Orchestra. You've got the initials, so LSO.
Yes.
It's all in one.
Why do you reckon it's all in one? So what's a symphony orchestra? What does it do?
Synthesizers.
It's an orchestra. Now, what's at the top of an orchestra? What happens?
Conductor. So that's a person conducting.
Can you see the
Yeah,
LSO
the arms.
is a conductor?
Yeah, wow.
It's a shape in the initials LSO.
There you go.
So
That's clever.
so there you go. There's a few now, guys. I'll tell you what.
For those listening, you need to go and watch it.
You need to go watch it. But
play
there's like 50 of them. There's heaps of them. So we won't do any more. But
good finds.
I've got a few now, Dos. I want to ruin some songs for you. And we've done this before, but I've got a few songs here, some really classic songs, and these have hidden
Any
meanings.
Australian greats?
Well, let's start with an Australian great, because this only came to me the other day.
You know me, I like my Aussies.
Well, this I was listening to this song and I loved it, and I saw a video that said, "Oh, have you ever listened to the lyrics?" I thought, no, I haven't. Now this is our friend James Rain, an Australian crawl with "The Boys Light Up."
Great song.
What do you reckon it's about?
Boys lighting up the cigarettes?
No.
Or the what do you call the
No, it's nothing
other
to do,
stuff?
No, nothing to do with that.
Boys light up.
It's actually nothing to do. Well, the boys are part of it, but it's the main story of that song isn't about the boys.
Well, do you want to? Have you got some lyrics there to read? For those who don't know that song.
Okay, so this is the second verse of the song. So silently she opens the drawer.
Silently she opens a drawer.
Mother's little helper.
Mother's little helper
is coming out for more.
It's coming out for more. Okay.
That's referring to a vibrator. Strategically positioned before the midday show, her back is arched, those lips are parched, repeatedly blow by blow. And later at the party, all the MPs rave about the Hummers she's been given.
What does that mean?
Blowjobs. And the money that's been saved. To her, it's skin lotion.
Is it a prostitute song?
To her, it's skin lotion, him promotion too, that flat in surface paradise with the ocean view. It's about a prostitute.
So she's making the boys light up. Wow.
The boys light up. The MPs.
That has ruined that song for me.
There you go. Do you want me to ruin some more for you?
Yeah, go.
All right, let's start with the clap. Now, we've talked about this on the show many years ago, but I love the boys. You can grab that mic
That
if you
song
want.
is played on radio.
Oh, yeah. No, it's fine. It's fun. It's just, it's not hidden. It's not actually hidden meaning. It's just you don't really think about it. Now, this one is hidden, though. This is a great song that we all loved as kids. Who Let the Dogs Out?
Yeah.
Now, I've told you about this before. Boys, do you know the song Who Let the Dogs Out? Do you guys know what it's about? What do you think? So
Use the microphone.
Somebody grab the mic. Somebody get on the mic. Go on, Jared. What is Who Let the Dogs Out? That song. What do you think it's about?
I've honestly got no idea. Thought it was about actual dogs.
Most people think
fair.
that's the answer. So most people think it's about actual dogs, but the dogs now these days we need to be careful. So Jared, I'm about to blow your mind. Those dogs. This song's actually about a gentleman that goes into a nightclub. And isn't quite happy with the talent that's going around. And he's saying, well, who let the dogs out tonight? It's about women he doesn't find attractive.
In the club.
We will move on. I've spoken about this one before. The Madonna song, Like a Prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Good 80s song. Very boppy, very happy.
I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it in quite some time.
I haven't heard it. Do you know what it's about, Dos?
No.
What's it about? So, Like a Prayer. When you're praying...
How does it go again? Is that the...
when you call my name, it's like a little
when
prayer.
you call my name.
Now... When you say a prayer, what do you typically do?
You go on your knees.
You go on your knees, and sometimes your hands might be cupping. And
Yeah, but no, they're not cupping. Your hands are just close together.
well, in
Or
Madonna,
is she more cupping?
she's cupping. She's cupping something, and she's
She's not using her mouth as well, is she?
well, she is, but she's not singing. She's doing something else. All right, Britney Spears had a great
dirty,
song.
dirty man.
Britney Spears. Now this one is pretty simple. Do you remember the song "If You Seek Amy"?
No.
It was a good commercial hit. If you seek Amy, say it fast.
If you seek Amy. If you seek Amy. If you seek Amy. If you seek Amy.
If you seek Amy. If you seek Amy. If you seek Amy.
If
Naughty,
you seek
naughty,
Amy.
naughty girl.
Wow.
Dos, Pumped Up
Wow.
Pumped Up Kicks, one of your favourites?
Good song. Foster and the People? Is that them?
Yeah. Boppy, happy?
Yeah, good.
No, it's not. It's tragic.
What do you mean?
It's tragic.
I just saw a couple of the boys doing
It's a
some
bloke
machine gun
going to
actions.
his school and shooting. Better outrun my gun. All the kids with
That's
the
disappointing.
pumped up kicks.
Won't be playing that in the car again.
And then everyone should know this. Ed Sheeran's the A team.
I actually don't know this.
Oh, really? What
No.
do you think it's about?
I
Lovely-
love this song. Me and Jai Richardson
You don't know
loved
what
this
this
song
is
at the
about.
time. No.
It's a
I
love,
just think of, you know
love
what,
song?
whenever I hear the song, I just can't wait for the line that says, like, pastries.
a love song, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's another prostitute song. She's in the class A team. She's a high-end prostitute, woman of the night.
Woman of the night.
Now, so
Ed.
there's a few for you. Now,
And that was his first big hit.
Yeah, it was.
I saw it live
look, it's
at Festival Hall.
It's actually quite astounding how we could do a whole segment on prostitute songs.
Well, think about it. If
Taylor Jack Johnson.
If every song was clean, we'd run out of songs.
Agree. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for some people listening, you might go, "Oh, I didn't know that about that song. I didn't know."
That actually has blown my mind a little bit.
Good. Well, I'm going to
Especially the logos.
I want to blow your mind even more, just quickly.
Okay.
So, and we are going to play this because I don't think we'll get copyright. But you know the song Eminem, My Name Is?
Yeah, great song.
We're going to play a little bit of it forward, and then we're going to play a bit of it backwards. Tell me what you think you hear.
Sammy, I'm keen to see your skills here.
Hit it. So we're going to hear firstly what it sounds like. Normal.
My name is. My name is. My name is. Name's Sadie. My name is. My name is. My name is.
Heard it millions of times. Now let's reverse it.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yes, it does.
It's Eminem.
That's what it says. That's what it says. So he's saying the whole song.
Hi,
he's
my
going,
name is. Hi, my
Hi,
name
my
is.
name is. My
and
name.
then backwards, it's saying it's Eminem.
Because he's not ever saying his name. He's going, my name is, my name is, my name is. But if you play it backwards, it says it's Eminem. It's Eminem.
I don't reckon it sounded that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I can
think
hear it. I can.
I think it's very clever.
It is clever. It is.
And
Well, you got to use that if you want to.
yeah, get it quick. Get on the mic, son.
Well, have you ever heard the backstory about the song Dancing in the Moonlight?
No.
Yes,
About how
You know it.
I've heard of it.
he was assaulted viciously, him and his wife, on a beach. And then he made a song based off a dream reality trying to forget that moment because his wife was heavily assaulted and he was heavily assaulted and robbed on a beach.
Actually, I
and then
didn't know
he made
this.
that song. Sorry?
So he's trying to make up.
I was reading it to you.
Dancing in
Sherman
the
Kelly wrote the
moonlight.
song in 1969 while recovering from a vicious assault by a gang. He envisioned an alternate reality, the dream of a peaceful and joyful celebration of his life, instead of remembering the vicious attack.
That poor old couple.
There you go. That is sad. Well, I did have one more.
Thanks
we
for
won't,
that
we won't
insight.
do it.
No,
Thanks.
I
Thanks.
thought that was a good one.
No, thanks, Sammy. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you probably heard the famous Stairway to Heaven. Played backwards.
Is that Eric Clapton?
No, Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
Probably the one that no, not playing it backwards. 'Cause I don't want to hear it backwards. It's very evil.
Why did I think it was Eric Clapton?
It's very satanic. It's basically worshipping Satan when you play it backwards. So you could do that in your own time. But anyway,
that's not welcome in my faith.
no, and it's not welcome on the dos&d show today. No. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that segment.
Thank you. That was fun. Can you hear some wedding bells?
Not on this side of the couch. Nowhere near.
Oh, I can hear some.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, I can.
Are you
Because
getting
this
married?
segment is all about marriage.
Oh.
But not in the way that you think.
Yep.
So there's been a bit in the news lately.
Yes.
We teased it in the intro, but a well-known couple in the Australian media or social media, I should say, they're getting divorced after, I think, a short 6 to 7 months.
Yeah.
And
Sad.
one of them, we know them quite well.
Yes.
So it is sad. It's really sad. But what it does do is makes me think about what fame does when it comes to marriage.
Yes.
Like if you're marrying or with someone who has, well, these days fame is, a social media influence.
Yep.
So it could be someone with, hundreds of thousands of followers or they've got somewhat, an audience that they sell to. But it's made me think about all those celebrity couples back in the day.
Yeah.
Like if you could think of some of the most famous couples.
I can give you one.
Go.
Well, I mean, I always think of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Well, I think of Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston.
Have I mucked them? Were they married?
No, they're still
yeah.
married, aren't they?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I think they are.
Well, the other one, I think, and this might be coming up, but we talked about a few weeks ago, Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley. Did I get that? Yeah.
We accidentally said a different name.
Yeah, and
We both did.
We didn't realize till we edited that we both.
We said a porn star's
No, we
name.
didn't. No, we didn't. But anyway, they come to mind for me.
Yeah, there's plenty. Another one I think of
Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban.
Yeah, our Nicole Kidman and our Keith Urban. I'm saying because that's what every Aussie loves to say
Yeah,
for some reason.
big
They're
gay.
ours. There's another one that came to my mind that's that's annoyed me. Oh, David Beckham and Victoria Beckham.
Yeah,
They're
bit of
very
posh spice.
Posh spice. But all those that we've named, majority of them are still together.
Mm.
But there's also been some some that have maybe gotten married for the wrong reason, or they've got jumped in too early, or it's been a fling. And I just wanted to go back and maybe go through some of these, how short some of these were, because marriage is, this is the thing, marriage is, to me, once you're married, you're married. Like, I'm not saying you can't get divorced, but it's a big commitment, isn't it?
Well, I'd say so.
It shouldn't be taken lightly.
No.
And so people can...
Are you suggesting, Wade, that perhaps some of these people got married for fame or
I
money?
do. And money.
Interesting. I'm looking forward to hearing this.
So, and then I've also got a couple of stories which I've found in the real world,
Yeah,
where
that happens a lot.
where marriage is taking place for all the wrong reasons.
But
And it's come back to bite them on the arse.
Yeah. Okay. I'm looking forward to hearing it. Let's go.
So let's go with a few celebrities first.
Okay.
So let me just go to the old note. So, Sammy, do you want to get the screen up here, young man? One name who she was always in the spotlight, especially when it came to relationships, was young Britney Spears.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Brought up in the last segment.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that. So here are some of the shortest celebrity marriages. Like,
Can I have a guess?
So, well, Britney Spears and Jason Alexander.
Oh, that I don't even know who
Can
he
you
is.
zoom into that text, Sammy? So there you go. Pop star. And then
Jeepers.
geez, she looks different there. Pop star Britney Spears was married to Jason Alexander for only 55
Who's
hours.
Jason Alexander?
They were childhood friends.
Okay.
So he's not famous.
Yep.
They eloped in Las Vegas. In a memoir.
55 hours.
I will say, it was actually quite a good book. I actually read quite a few chapters of her memoir, Ghani, when we were in Bali.
I was going to say, yeah, that didn't...
So The Woman in Me, she talks about it, but they were married for 55 hours. That's insane.
That's short. That's
Yeah.
short. Well, that's a very... that's...
I mean,
So were they drunk or something?
No, none of that. I don't know.
Just drunk and bored, it says.
Drunk and bored. There you
Yeah,
go.
okay.
So, next one. So, have you heard of
That might be Kevin Federline.
Carmen Electra? Does that name ring a bell?
She
was on,
from Scream?
No. Oh, I know she was off Baywatch.
Okay.
Very attractive. I know her actually. One of our family favourites was Cheaper by the Dozen, number 2. She's Eugene Levy's. Anyway, his wife. Another story, another day. But Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman, the great D. Rodman.
Oh, yeah.
So they were married for 9 days. So, but I'm pretty sure they had a real romantic. Is the word escapade?
Connection?
For I think a while. But this is when Rodman was going over to Vegas and flying into Vegas when he should have been playing, and so they lasted 9 days.
9 days.
Rodman later said he was of unsound mind.
Did he?
With the split.
I think he probably rearranged her insides in those 9 days. Jeepers.
Actually, Sammy, could you please get the photo up of Dennis, the other one? Because I got a bit confused when we were trying to find images, and we're trying to find photos of the marriage or the wedding. And one interesting photo came up. I thought, that's not her. Surely not. It's Dennis in a wedding dress. Dennis. Maybe that's what split them up. Who knows?
He's a strange cat. He just marches to the beat of his own drum.
So the next one is very good actor, Nicolas Cage. And Erica Kooki, I think you pronounce her name. So have you got that one up, Sammy? So Cage and Kooki applied for a marriage license and wed in Las Vegas. Isn't it funny?
Always in Vegas.
They're always in Vegas. On March 23rd, they'd been dating since April. So they'd only been dating for
less than a year.
for less than a year. Days after tying the knot, Cage sought an annulment of March 27th. So only,
4 days.
4 days. 4 days later. Said he was too drunk to understand his actions.
Yeah. That's a man who's... Yeah.
You know what it is? It's a man with cash.
It's a man with lust.
And lust. Yeah.
It's a man that goes, oh, fuck, what have I done?
Being famous, there would just be so much temptation everywhere, wouldn't there?
Probably.
I'm more just meaning like everyone be throwing themselves at you. So do you reckon that's a reason why these aren't lasting?
I'm seeing the thing. I mean, Vegas is a theme. Drunk is a theme. Being bored is a theme. And I think in this case, he's thinking with his cock. And I think a couple of days later, he's lying down, looking at the ceiling, going, "What the have I just done?"
Yeah, fair. Next one, a very, very probably the most famous woman in the world. Can you have a guess who she is?
Queen Elizabeth.
No, she's still alive.
Taylor Swift.
Nah.
Paris Hilton.
Think big ass.
I don't know.
Is that rude to say?
Beyonce.
I should have said think big bottom.
Beyonce?
Kim Kardashian.
Oh, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't have said ass. That was a bit crude. Kim Kardashian and Chris Humphries. So
you can't take anything these guys do seriously.
why?
They got a reality TV show.
Yeah. So
So they got married for the shows, I'm guessing.
I watched a doco with Garni about the Kardashians, and this was
You
brought up.
watch so much random.
I don't.
This is coming up very shortly in another segment. I'm gonna let you know about this kind of shit.
So Kim K and Chris Humphries. So Chris Humphries was actually a former pro basketballer. Sorry, I'm a bit lost here. So they had a massive wedding. I'm pretty sure it was televised. I'm almost certain it was televised. So while it's been nearly 14 years since Kim Kardashian's wedding with Chris Humphries, and then famously filed for divorce 72 days later, their brief reunion has recently re-entered the spotlight. Though the Kardashian star and the former basketball player split in 2011, the divorce wasn't finalised until 2 years later.
That's short.
Anyway, but that was one I was going to bring up with you around
72.
doing it purely for publicity. So there has been reports since around this being purely for publicity.
That's not even
for both
2.5
parties.
months.
Yeah. Would you be able to find how much they spent on that? Is that all right? So because it was televised and they sold it. So you know how like these big celebrity weddings, like actually the one that got me thinking of the friend, they sold that to.
Did they?
Yeah, they sold that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they sold it to.
Or E or
Well, no, like a massive. Kim Kardashian's $10 million.
that is ridiculous.
Wow. $10 million wedding, and they were split 72 days later.
I think a former AFL player was looking into this when he was still playing about selling his wedding. But
What's that?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay, I'm interested in that. And they're the few big names.
Yep.
So they're the really, really big ones. So, but then here we go. Here's the surprise one. So I've got some surprise celebrity marriages and engagements.
Hit me.
You probably don't even know they even happened. So actually, now that I think of it, now that I'm going to go through this, I'm like, it just sounds like we're on some, cheesy, what do you call it?
Early gossip.
Yeah, early gossip podcast where I'm talking about, celebrity marriages from
With our
Women's
legs
Weekly.
crossed flamboyantly.
You know what? I actually think I'm going to skip over this.
Okay, well,
is that okay?
Yeah, go to the real world ones.
So with these I've obviously found across the World Wide Web.
I'm excited for these.
But I want to get your take on them. So
Okay.
I don't want to just read them and we go, oh yeah, cool, next one. I want to hear your opinion.
yes, hear me.
So and maybe it can lead into a few different directions. So the first post, so the heading is, "My husband left me after I paid off his student loans."
Need we say more?
So a woman shared how her husband was sweet, and he was broke when they were married. She paid off 60 grand of his debt. So they get together. He's probably a real battler. Maybe he's trying to become a podcaster like us. She's paying for everything, right? And they're in love, and it's all nice.
Well,
Sounds like there's a lollipop lady outside. 60 grand of debt. So she's paid it off, and as soon as it's all paid, so they were together for 3 years. As soon as it was all paid, he ghosted her 2 weeks later. So it turns out he was actually planning a life with another girlfriend. So he actually had another relationship.
Well played, young man.
So he had a girlfriend outside of his
That's mean.
of
It's
his
so
marriage,
mean. It's
and
so
then he left
mean.
the marriage. Well, he's filed for a divorce after she's
Oh,
paid
that's
off
so mean.
everything.
Poor woman. I mean, would you? Not would you? But
No way.
well, marry someone, get some cash, and nick off. It's like those women that marry like the bloke that's about to die. Like he's like,
Yeah, well, that's coming up.
Yeah, okay. I won't say anything else.
Like, trust me, when there's wills involved.
Yeah.
Actually, I was going to say, anyone watch White Lotus? Again, I won't refer to another show because I will get.
You're about to get crucified anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So the second one. So, she married a millionaire after 2 dates.
Yep.
He changed his will. He died 2 days later.
Did he poison, or do you reckon she had anything to do with it?
Yeah.
Like, do you think
So
in those cases?
this girl claimed, this girl claimed her auntie married an old rich guy. She got him to change his will after 2 dates. He didn't die two days later. He died less than a month later, and it just imploded.
But
in the family.
surely you suspicious. Like, I mean, how I don't understand. This repeats itself so often. How do people continually fall into the trap of going, like, convinced it's real? Like, you got to know. If you're old and rich and you suddenly have this like 20-year-old OnlyFans girl, like, you must know.
Especially if you're like, say, the guy, if he's in his 70s or 80s.
Well, unless you just don't give a fuck. Like he might, in his case, he might just go, you know what? I know this is a real, but I can get a couple shags, see myself off, and I'm happy.
Maybe, yeah. But this is where I don't think that's what this is. He's putting her in his will. That's love.
That would be part of the agreement, though.
You
The only thing I worry about is if he took out.
What about his family,
I was going to say, if he had genuine family and he took him out, like that would be not on.
And then once it's in writing, it's done. Shut up
It's
shop.
horrible.
Oh God, that's shit.
That is horrible.
And then this one. This is the last one from Reddit. So this is the main one. So think about how many marriages have probably been faked or so-called not real to get into certain countries.
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, what percentage? I wonder. Can you actually look that up as well? Maybe just search how many marriages are fake to get into the country, to get into what would you say? What did you say?
Gain residence.
To gain residence. That's the right wording. So this woman married a man she met while traveling. 3 months in.
Wait, hang on. Which country is she from?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
Why?
Let's have a guess.
Okay, yeah, go have a guess.
I'm going to say she is from
Mexico?
Yeah, she's either South American or Asian.
Okay, yeah.
So I reckon she could be. I'm going to say she's from Colombia or Venezuela
Venezuela.
or Thailand.
So 3 months in, he dipped. So it turns out he was already married in his home country and just needed a visa.
Wait, he was already married?
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, they got married or they didn't get married?
No, they didn't.
They didn't because, mate, again, like you would have, but do you reckon some are honest about it? Like the Russians are typically pretty honest. Like the Russians like, hey, I need a visa and it's just a business transaction.
Well, I was looking it up earlier this morning and like people on Reddit are actually saying it's actually smart.
Yeah. Well, it is smart.
You know, it actually makes sense.
Well, you look at it like a business transaction and one gets one thing and one gets the other and happy days.
And then there's also suspicious marriages as well.
Just quickly, 810,000 immigrants apply to become US lawful permanent residents, green card holders through family members. Of these, the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service. So 88% get let in.
That's still quite a large number.
So that's when you kind of go, yeah, Donald, you've got a bit of a point.
Yeah. So these are a couple more suspicious ones that I found. So this lady, my husband insists we have to stay legally married even though we're separated. So it turns out he needed to stay married for tax benefits. So he was secretly living with someone else, had another partner, and claimed both women as dependents on different forms.
Well,
that's a naughty man.
That's naughty. But sometimes if it's, some people are just happy. Some people are happy living in these, like I know people that have lived with like really weird living situations, but it just works. It just works. It's one person
being
gets
in
one.
an open relationship. That's essentially what it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Just in writing.
Yeah.
So another one. I just found out my wife is married to someone else in another state. So double marriage situation.
I just found out.
And he obviously approached her, and her excuse is it's just on paper. He doesn't even know the guy.
Well, there you go.
There you go. And then the last one, my fiance insists on a secret wedding. No photos, no family. Actually, that wouldn't be bad. Secret wedding.
Wait, in what way?
I don't know, but when you find this out, it turns out he had a whole second family overseas. So I can see why he wanted to keep it under wraps.
Yeah, that's very suspicious. You can't post anything to social media. No one's getting invited. We're not telling anyone about it.
Not even a photographer. That's a bit sus.
Yeah. No, we just took a quick selfie.
Actually, on marriage. I'm not engaged, lads. But nothing like that. But I did go to a 30th recently, and it's not funny. Like the generations are so different.
Yeah.
So there was only a handful of us, like maybe 6 or 7 old schoolmates or old footy mates, I should say. And his mum put it on, and they're originally from South Africa, the family, and his family, and his mum brought him over to Australia, and she's lovely, beautiful lady, but the pressure she was putting on
this young man.
Well, not on him, but I was laughing. I'm having a conversation with one of the boys, and she comes over and she sits on the couch. She goes, "Mitchell, come over here," and she sits next to her, and she just basically just says, When are you? Oh, I better not do the accent. But as you can imagine,
Asking.
yeah, telling, and she basically just said, "I'm going to be too old when you by the time I want to be able to dance at your wedding.
Yeah.
Hurry up."
And this is and this is context. That's not her son. This is a friend.
This is a friend. This is a friend.
She's certain she's getting invited. Too.
And then she went on.
ambitious.
And then she went on to say, "We take too much time, our generation." She just said, "We take
Yeah.
too much time to make a decision." So,
fair enough.
I mean, that young man she was talking to has been with his partner for 10 years and hasn't popped the question. So,
Some would say that's smart.
there you have it.
Now, are you getting a little bit restless in your chair, young man?
A little, if anything, after listening back to that uncut,
You deserve what's
I
coming.
deserve it.
Nah,
I apologised to you early this morning. I said, I think I went a bit far.
Apologising when it's about to come back
Yeah,
his way.
exactly.
No, basically, for those who didn't listen last month, go back and have a listen. Basically, we did a live intervention, and I was told that I'm incredibly weird, and I walked out with my tail between my legs.
Have you had any feedback from family after that?
I've had a couple people say DOS went pretty harsh. DOS went pretty hard.
I did.
And
And
a few
that's why.
And there's a couple actually, upon reflection, I would like to just rebuke a little bit.
You know what happened? I think I just got caught up, and the momentum just pushed me,
got
and I
it.
just said whatever came out.
Well, I'm going to try and not. I'll try and because I actually find a lot of the things I've got written down for you, I actually really like.
you
about
know what I'm going to do though? I'm not going to get defensive.
No, well, a lot of these I really, really like. They're actually things that I like about you, and they're not all weird. They're just mannerisms of DOS. But my favourite thing from last time was when Jared got on the mic and just said,
You're both footy nuffies.
You're both just footy nuffies."
No.
I thought that was a bit harsh on myself.
Or me, I wasn't
But
even involved.
One of the things you mentioned, DOS, and you brought this up on the podcast earlier today, was that last time you said I get obsessed with like weird old shows, and I watch them and I binge them, and I'm thinking, yeah, okay, fair point, but thinking it's no different to you binging. Like you binge way more TV than I binge.
Yeah.
You watch these weird docos and these weird TV shows, but why is it weird that I'm watching it just because it's older?
Yeah.
No, please, I'm asking.
I don't want to. This is your.
No, but I'm just
forum.
no, I will. But that was just my first question to ask you.
I don't. What do I have to rebuttal here or what?
No,
is
it's not
it?
a rebuttal. I'm just in this case. I just want to ask, why is it weirder that I find it?
I think. Okay, so I just think it's more the timing that you do it and
Yeah.
the way you do it.
Okay,
So
that's fair.
like
What did
I-
that YouTube comment say?
Like I said the other day, I said I think it's globally, it's probably a global thing that everyone sits down and watches TV over night time. I think that's what.
Yeah.
Sit on the couch, put the telly on, watch some Netflix. Whereas my judgment to you was, you're sitting shaving and you've got Live Aid, on your phone playing.
Yeah,
like
fair.
that to me is just a bit
Okay,
different.
that is fair.
Yeah.
But somebody did comment saying, "I'm going straight from this to Live Aid." So well done, young man or woman. Okay, now I went to one of our good close friends and said, look, because he listened to the episode and he gave me a fair bit of feedback of some other things that was weird. But I said, I'm going to rebuttal back at DOS. And I said, what's the biggest thing you think DOS is obsessed with? And he just wrote back one word, and he just wrote tits. So that's just going to give you guys a nice little start of how highbrow this segment's going to be.
That's such a low ball. Like,
So I've come up with a bunch of things that DOS just loves doing. Again, these are in no particular order. Some are really weird. Some are not weird at all. Some are quite nice. But the first one we're going to start with, one of DOS's nastiest habits, is he likes to sniff his fingers after touching body parts. Yes, so he does the scratch and sniff test, all right, of his testicles, of his armpits, and really, quite worryingly, his bottom. And his ex-girlfriend was really terrified of this, because when you're having a conversation with DOS and he sniffs his fingers, I can guarantee the seconds preceding that he was touching somewhere he probably shouldn't have. So anything to add?
No, I'm
Cool.
embarrassed.
Next one. Now, this is a quality I love about you, DOS. Next
Yeah.
one. DOS is a harmonizer when it comes to singing.
Yes.
So I love
I found
this.
myself harmonising this morning.
Yeah, he harmonizes.
Yeah.
And you know what? You get that from your dad.
Yeah, I
Because I was
know.
watching his performance of Brown Eyed Girl the other day. And I watched
On
it.
Instagram?
Yeah, I watched it a few times.
Good harmony.
Couldn't stop. Yeah, great harmony. And then I'm like, then it went to me. I'm like, it all makes sense. Because ever since I've known DOS, for years and years and years, go all the way back to school, whenever a song plays, DOS likes to harmonize like an octave above. Never an octave below. He likes to go the octave
Yeah,
above.
I'm never below, am I?
Of more recent times, DOS is very sensitive to sound, and it actually enrages him. So we're in a cafe or we're in a restaurant or we're even just in the studio. And when music gets a bit loud, he gets quite angry.
I've got some updates on that as well.
Yeah, go on.
At work, or the couple of days, or 1 or 2 days where I work elsewhere, it's the sound is really getting to me. Like it's actually an issue. I actually told Garner the other day. I said, I think there might be something wrong with me because I'm getting so irritated to the point where the other day a guy was walking past multiple times and he was just dragging his feet right on the carpet.
You are getting grumpy.
And that was getting me really angry.
You're grumpy.
I wanted to say something. I wanted to say, mate, just lift your feet. Just lift your legs. Don't you reckon?
I agree, but it's funny because
I know it's not my place.
The next 2 points, it actually shows where Dos does get a bit grumpy, and I think you guys have all probably experienced this by now. Now, this is one of your poorer qualities, I feel. Apologies in advance.
Okay.
But what I've noticed about you, Dos, I'm sorry to say this, I actually feel a bit mean and bad, but you're very quick to get angry at other people. When you do the same thing, you laugh it off. So I'll give you an example. It's always around equipment. So last time we were recording here, a couple months ago, Dos, our editor Jared, with his expensive laptop, Dos clumsily walks past and nearly pushes the whole laptop off. Like thankfully,
When was this?
this was a couple record. Was it your laptop?
No, it was mine.
Or was it Connor's?
mine.
Not the one from a couple of days. This is months ago. A couple months ago. Well, maybe it was Connor's.
Sorry, I was getting defensive.
It was Connor's, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Connor's.
It was Connor's. Okay, so another producer of ours. You nearly barged his laptop off, right? And then you went, lucky.
Nothing happened to it though.
No, it was fine. A couple minutes later, I accidentally, with my hip, knocked the microphone. Careful. Now, this happens.
Did I?
Yes. This
I wouldn't
happens.
do it with a microphone.
This happens so often. Whenever somebody else accidentally touches Dos's stuff or our stuff, he gets very jumpy and a bit on edge and a bit. But then if he does it to them, it's very much just laugh it off. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring that to your attention.
I'll take it on board.
Speaking of hypocrites, Dos on the road. I've never met a
Not
bigger
a hypocrite.
Well, on the road you are.
I'm bad.
A man that severely suffers from road rage, impatient, very fast on the speeds up, slows down, slams the brakes. God forbid somebody else does that right next to him, the exact same thing. He'll look at him. He stares at him. He looks like a Karen. He stares at him in the eyes to make sure they know they've made a mistake.
Yeah.
But then he does the same thing. And then if somebody hoots at him, he goes, "Oh, what, mate, what?" But he toots at others and throws the arms up and makes a big song of dance. Do you have anything to add to that?
No. How was the other day? Where were we driving to? And I was on the phone with my sister on the loudspeaker.
Yes.
And I had to do a turn off, and I just sped past everyone to get across.
We narrowly dodged 3 cars. Now, these are a bit nicer. You love to get obsessed with a movie soundtrack. We've talked about that many times. A new movie comes out about an artist. Dos gets absolutely obsessed. Elton John, Queen.
You know what one I've been listening to recently?
Here we go.
She's the Man.
What, the soundtrack?
Yeah.
See, so you know what? I can tell you this without any context. Dos goes home and watches She's the Man, listens to a couple of songs. Oh, this is quite good. Now he can't stop. Not a bad thing.
Yeah.
He's a hometown hero. And what I mean by that is we used to have this running joke that with Dos, that if he played in the Australian Open men's tennis circuit, he would love playing in front of the Aussie crowd and the crowd getting behind him and excited. But then as soon as the tour leaves the shores of Australia and he loses that hometown crowd, he's not really interested in playing in India or.
How does that refer to everyday life though?
Don't know. Just came up in my notes.
That's just a daydream.
Well, yeah, that's actually very right.
Yeah.
My favourite thing about Dos is he recognises obscure people. I've never met a man that can just. This is kind of little bit weird, but whenever you're in a large crowd, he will point out somebody very obscure that no one's seen in 10 or 15, 20 years, and he'll go, "Oh, that's so and so." Oh, that's.
I got a weird one the other day. I can't remember. No, I can't remember who it was.
You hit him. Honestly, if it was
weird.
If we're out and about in the city, right, where we're likely to walk past, he just points them out. I was with you the other day.
Yeah, who was that?
It was but to give you guys context, it was the back of somebody's head. So it wasn't they walked straight past us.
Who was it? Where were we?
There was Dwayne Russell, but
Dwayne Russell.
that wasn't him. There was another one.
That was quick though.
That was quick. I haven't even looked up, and he goes, "Oh, Dwayne Russell." Your eyes dart around a lot, and I think this is where it gets it from. Whenever you're with Dos in public, his eyes are you're talking to him, and his eyes are there, and then his eyes are there, and his eyes he's never looking at you. He's always
But you know what? That's a good thing because I'm
scanning.
I'm scanning. If there's any danger close by, I'm there to save you.
And you know what? But this ties back into my other point, is when you're with Dos in public and he's scanning around you.
I'm not listening, am I?
Well, not listening, but when somebody's walking towards, he's I don't know why, you're always so quick to go, watch out, mate, watch out.
I am.
But they're miles away.
Yeah.
Watch out, mate. They could have just walked around anyway. Like it's.
I do that a lot. Yeah.
Now I've left. Oh, you're obsessed with TikTok. We know that.
I'm trying to cool down on it.
Yeah. But
You know what? One thing I've always, I mean, now I don't really think of it now, but I have had recent thoughts. If you were to ever go into our TikTok account and see what I've saved as favorites, because I now use ours TikTok as my personal. Like I just save everything on ours.
No, I know, because it comes up notifications every time.
Or I've sent stuff on our personal Instagram to or the dos&d Insta to mine. And then you can see on the DM what I've sent to myself.
Trust me, I've seen a lot of them. There's some, everything from cooking recipes to health benefits to some
motivational quotes.
Just some very random shit, because they always pop up on my phone. Anyway.
Again, I've told you, you can turn those notifications off.
No. I mean, when you go into the app to post something, it comes up. Anyway, this is my favourite. I've left my favourite thing about DOS.
I'll be honest, I thought there'd be harsher.
Oh, so I disappointed
harsher
you.
jabs. No, this is great.
Well, this one's the weirdest. This is the weirdest.
Oh.
Now, I hope this embarrasses you because, in my opinion, this is the most embarrassing thing you do. And I told our friend about this, our friend Jai, who threw you under the bus with tits. And I said, Jai, are you
This isn't sexual.
No, it's nothing sexual. He goes, I said, are you aware of this? And he's like, he's a 30-year-old grown man. Why is he doing this? So I'm going to take you back a few years. We're living together in Hawthorne.
Yes.
You love your FIFA.
I've no idea where this is going.
This is so funny. You love your FIFA, don't you?
I think I know where this is
So
going.
you love your FIFA. Dos is playing FIFA, right? We won't say what he was doing preceding playing FIFA, but he's playing FIFA. And I'm sitting down. I think I'm sitting at the kitchen table. Well, our table's in our lounge, and I think I was eating dinner. And I'm watching you play career mode on FIFA. So and he's playing a game and he wins or loses, whatever, and it goes back to the home screen where you see all your results and you have to make your managerial changes and all that sort of stuff. Everything's fine. Until I kind of and in this particular FIFA, you go to a press conference as a manager straight after. And I'm thinking, and I just looked at the screen and it says, you're gonna have to beep this name, but so. I know that name's been beeped.
People will go, this means nothing. Yeah.
No, but Dos on his FIFA profile names his managers after some of his mates' dads.
Yeah, it's true.
and mentors of the past. So he's currently playing a FIFA mode. Again, I'm going to beep this, or Jared beep this, but
Yeah.
a mentor of Dos, like, and the
Former, no, but you know what? This is
former. I don't get their former coaches.
Yeah.
But the funniest thing is, this is the thing. So the first name that I mentioned, the thing that I really hope to God happens one day is you're playing FIFA with his son, who you're friends with, and it comes up, and he like, what does he think when he sees your FIFA account in your own time? And I need to stress this point. He's not doing that off for a laugh in front of me. He's made that up in his own time by himself. Yeah. So he's sitting there by himself and he's trying to think of it. He doesn't use his own. You could just use Wade Custerson. If you really want to go to a stretch, use Ange Postecoglou. Why do you use your mate's dad's name?
Yeah, and
mentor.
And it's not a name that's so, universally common.
No.
It's I've chosen.
It's not Tom Smith.
No, I'm using it because I want to pretend it's him. I don't know why. But again, I will just say...
You're 30 years old, Dos.
Well, I've only ever done it with those two names because they're family friends. They're both coached at the elite...
Family friends? How weird is that?
And they're both coached at the elite level.
I think that... Do you guys think that's weird?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't think that's weird? I think that's appallingly weird.
Well, and it's just shorter to type their name than my name. Like... I've got a long last name.
Can I
I'd rather just type in.
So if you go to one of your mates' homes and they're playing and you see their coach is Dick Custerson,
I think it.
What do you think? You must think that's weird.
It started as a laugh with you.
No, because I wasn't there for it.
Really?
I wasn't there when you typed it in.
Really?
That's why it started. I'm like, what? I was laughing my head off, going, "Why have you named him that?"
Yeah. Okay.
Do you make the character look like
no?
You do?
I actually don't. That would be a bit of a concern.
Yeah, you're right. Your character was African American. Anyway, there you go, Dos. There's
Thanks,
your little
mate.
roast.
It's time for the shocking Rexall confession booth, where we confess some of our most shocking wrongdoings over the years. How are you?
Oh, I'm always a bit nervous when I enter the confession booth. And I tell you what, over the last few weeks, we've had some awesome confessions from our guests. Some of them I can't believe they confess.
I've actually been bamboozled how open people and comfortable people are. Again, we prepare them by letting them know prior, but they just share the lot.
Nick Bell,
That was too much, almost.
Angry Dad, was quite good.
Yeah.
There's a lot, and but it's always, and it's hard for us. We got to come out with this each month. But before we get into our confessions, which of course we will, you've had some rippers so far, and I'm sure there's another one coming today. But we do have to say big thank you to our friends at Rexel, don't we, Dos?
Yeah, Rexel. So they're Australia's largest and best electrical wholesale store.
How many Australia-wide?
127 stores nationwide.
Just think for a second. 127.
I know, it's a lot.
That's a shitload.
It's heaps. It's a lot. And you don't just have 127 stores just off a couple of years, do you? No. You got to be going for a long time. So 100 years.
Well, actually, funny enough, I headed into Rexel the other day to pick up some stuff.
Tell me about your experience.
Yeah, I quite liked it. I drove out fair way to Rexel, and one of the
which branch did you go to?
I went to Knoxfield.
Okay.
Or Knox. I don't know if it's Knox or Knoxfield, but I went out there and had a chat to the fellas. They were pleased to see me. They had no idea I was coming. And
did you let them know you were coming?
Yeah, well, I was told that someone would know, and I had a great experience at Rexel. They're lovely people, and especially for someone like me that doesn't speak the language, they certainly help you out.
But now it's time for the fun part.
But firstly,
okay,
the app.
We can't scroll past the rewired, recharged, and
Energized app.
Energized. I like that word.
Re-energized.
We can't scroll past that. So the Rexel app, make sure you download it if you haven't already. But the app, you'll find everything, all their catalog on the Rexel app, and if you're looking for a certain product, they've got a barcode scanner on there that you can scan and find it on the app as well. And they've got a little chatbot as well, which it's 24/7. You can ask it any question you want and it should help you.
And what I will say too, guys, if you like the Rexel Shocking Confessions, we're getting a lot of great feedback from it. Show us that you love it. So you know why? You know what I want them to do? When you see it flick up on Instagram once a week, you see the confession segment, and you see us collaborate with Rexel, give them a follow. Give them a little follow. Just show a little bit of support. That's how you can support us. And, of course, Rexel, who support the show. Now,
so you've stepped into the
confession booth.
Yeah, you've stepped into the confessional, and you're feeling a bit nervous.
I am. Well, I read something just quickly. I read something literally only yesterday that there's a bit of a controversy going around in a Catholic church because a woman confessed to the priest that she was having an affair, and then he went and told the husband, and she's gone in and said, "Well, I confessed to you.
I need to get off my chest."
But he's gone, "I need to tell the guy." Don't know what the rules are. We're not going. No, we won't go into it because
I don't think he should be allowed to do that. No,
it's hard. It's a bit of a hot potato. Anyway, do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I'm going to confess one. We're going to make this quite quick, but this is one of Dos's favourite stories, and a lot of our listeners. This is one I shared a long, long time ago, but for most of the listeners, you wouldn't have heard this. So we went to a school, and we had a drum teacher. Now, Mum, and I apologise to my parents. For the first 2 years of my high schooling, they put me to drum lessons. And what I like to say about the drums, it's not about learning, it's about the feel, you know. And I had the natural rhythm. I didn't feel I needed to go to this particular teacher. Now, this particular teacher, very weird bloke, quite short, talked with a lisp. Every time he talked, he spat on you. It was really disgusting. Horrendous BO. Seriously needed some milkman. But just really weird. And when you'd hear him coming to collect you from
what are we going to call this bloke?
Mr. B, we're going to call him. And as you'd hear him come in to collect you for a drum lesson, he'd walk around the school with drumsticks and tap on like classrooms.
So I think you need to explain our school that we went to was very music focused.
Yes.
And you could be in the middle of English, and if your parents have paid, to do guitar or saxophone or
drums,
percussion or drums, the drum teacher will come and get you from class, and your drum session or your drum lesson will be in the middle of class for like half an hour.
Exactly. Now, again, and that's a good point. So you hear his sticks coming, and you hear him because he'd tap on everything. Like he shouldn't be doing. He's walking around the school tapping on trees, tapping on classrooms,
bricks.
And this is how much I didn't want to go. I used to hide. I'd hide under my desk with Will James. Will James would just get under there. I'd hide there, and like the teacher'd be like, "Oh, he's here," and I'd be hiding. Like anyway, I wouldn't even want to get out of class for it. Anyway, this poor bastard. A couple of our friends, we took a bit of liberty with him, and we used to like to go in at lunchtimes and and wind him up a little bit. You know, as 14, 15-year-olds, we'd ask him about his sex life.
So is this after you'd stopped doing
Yeah,
lessons?
I've quit, but he used to hate us. We'd come in and we'd call him by his name and yell his name, and
not Mr. B.
No, and he'd hate it. We called him Boar's Dwarf for quite a while.
And he'd be in the middle of a lesson with a kid sometimes.
Yes, he'd be literally doing a private lesson, and we'd walk in, we'd like put our feet up, we'd eat the lollies and the chocolates, we'd bully the
It was horrible.
It was horrible.
It was bullying. And he couldn't do any. He didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything because he had no authority. And one day he screamed at us, and he screamed at us. But this is how unlucky the poor bastard was. One day we're walking out of a classroral because we're going in asking him if he's going to get.
What were you asking him?
We're asking him if he's going to get an everlasting gobstopper that night from his wife,
Which is what?
which is a
Oral sex.
yeah, oral sex. And as we were getting, he had enough. He's like, get out, fuck off. Like he's dropping F-bombs in a Christian school. And then as he opens the door and he yells at us, he goes, and you're asking me about blowjobs. And as he's yelled that, the assistant principal walks past. And she just did the called him by his first name and did the little wiggle of the finger. I said, called him by his first name, and they had a little chat. But that's not the confession. The confession is this. So, the poor bastard. I'm so sorry if he's not listening. Anyway,
I wish we could just say his name because it makes the story funnier for me personally.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll beep it out from now on. But anyway, one day, Will James and I. It was a Friday afternoon, and we went in at lunchtime, and he very silly. Very rookie mistake. He left his keys on the table, and we said, "Well, hello. These are the keys to his classroom, but unbeknownst to us, these are the keys to his car." And we said, "Well, we got to hide. What do we have to do? We got to hide him." So he wasn't in the room, and what we did is we got a couple of stairs and ladders, and we basically got into the air vent, and we hid his car keys in the vent of the ceiling of the classroom. Right. Walk off, it's lunchtime, forget about it. Now, this is a Friday afternoon. Will, James and I, we'll put in extra maths, right? We had to do it on Friday nights. So we had to stay back. Everyone would go home. We had to stay back at school for an extra hour to do extra maths.
So you're there till, what time does school finish, 3?
3:30. We're there till like 4:30 on a Friday. Like the last thing you want to do. Anyway, the classroom we did it was 2 stories, and looking out, looked onto the music block and where his car was. And we kind of nudged each other and we looked, and there was one car left. So everyone had vacated the school. And there's just one car left. Whose car do you think it is? Mr. B. And he's walking around, and you could see him, like, this is at the start of the class. He's like pacing. He's pacing. He's on his hands and his knees, and he's looking under the car, and he's like, his knees are dirty, and he's just shattered. But the problem is we're stuck in this extra class for an hour. So he was supposed to go home at 2:00. We found out that day,
and it's 4:30.
4:30. He can't find his car keys.
So he's been looking for 2 hours.
He was about to call someone to go. So we finish extra maths, and we go running out, and we go, "Pausa," and he goes, we go, "What's wrong?" And he goes, "It was you two, wasn't it?" I said, "What are you talking about?" Anyway, we go, "What's wrong?" He goes, "Well, I've left my car keys." I said, "Have you checked the air conditioning vent?" He goes, "Why the fuck would I check the air conditioning vent?" I said, "You better check it." So he has to get chairs, and he's reaching around. And unfortunately, that night it was his wife's birthday.
Was it actually?
So it was his wife's birthday dinner. And
wait, how did you find this out?
Because the next week at school, he went off at us because she went off at him. I think he was nearly in tears because I think she was threatening the old D word.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Anyway, they patched it up, I assume. And we tried that same prank a couple months later.
I think one time I was with you and we tried to put like these planks of wood under his tyres, and he caught us doing that as well.
It was so mad. I'm not proud of this.
What we would do sometimes, we'd just go into his music room and we'd blast wrestling theme songs. And we just have our own wrestling match.
I actually now, when I reflect,
it's embarrassing.
It's not fun. I feel really bad. Mm. It's kind of.
Yeah, you and Will were bad.
We were naughty boys.
Yeah, you were. Well, he was also my drum teacher, and again, I used to hide from him too.
Well, he stunk.
Mate, his BO was out
You need
of
a
this world.
milkman.
And then what would happen is similar to you, but I just gave. Which, looking back, I go, why did I do that? My poor parents are paying for this.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
I just said to one of the Ryan Campbell, I said, mate, do you want a drum lesson? He goes, all right. So he went off with him and got a free drum lesson. On behalf of my folks.
Is he still employed by that school?
I wouldn't know.
The poor thing is he's a lovely bloke. Anyway, sorry, Mr. B.
Is it my confession
Your
now?
confession.
Okay, let's make this Oh, let's wrap this up, Toss. Still another school one.
Yep.
My confession is year 10. And I'm not a mathematician. I'm not great.
Mathematician.
I'm not great with numbers. I'm not great with,
This is a man that was always the last one out of an exam.
Yeah, and I still would fail them. But maths was never my strongest. And I hated doing it. I'd never picked it in my VCE years. I didn't care that I wasn't going to get that added to the ATAR. But so I did year 10 maths, but it wasn't just your regular maths. What do you reckon it was?
Oh, advanced maths.
No, it was foundation maths, which is like 1 + 1.
Yeah. For the slow kids.
Yeah, for the slower types like myself. What's even funnier is the teacher, our foundation maths teacher, again, one of the most lovely men you'll ever meet, a gentleman, but too nice to the point where he could be taken advantage of, and we bloody did. So this is the confession. So we're gearing up for our maths exam. So it's exam time at the end of the year. You've got your English, your math, your science, PE, and Mr. Bot. I went to say his name, and the teacher for some reason beknownst to me, he left these sheets of paper on the teacher's desk at the front of the classroom.
Oh yes,
and
I remember this story.
there was about 7 of us in the class. That shows you how many there were. And one of them grabbed it and said, "Guys, I think this is the exam." And with the answers, like he must have been going out to, I don't know, heading off to the printer or the fax machine or getting a drink, I don't know. And they go, I'm gonna steal one of these. I'll take one and then I'll photocopy it. No, we'll all get it.
We'll memorize it.
Yeah. So we all come together after class and someone goes and does it. And we all take home this, but we're just assuming this is the exam. We don't know that it is.
Yeah.
Like, so we're preying on luck here that this is it. But I went to another level. So,
Oh no.
again, this is something I look back and I'm not proud of at all. And there was it was a gym. That's where all the exams were, like a big gymnasium, the primary school gym. And you walk in and everyone's like in order and it's like just single files everywhere, and of course foundations were at the back. Get into it, but you're allowed to take a pencil case in, but it sits. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be on the ground, but somehow I put it on the table, or maybe they were a bit more lenient to us lower types. But in my pencil case, it wasn't just a pen, it wasn't just a pencil or an eraser. It was the fucking exam, and I had the whole cheat sheet of that whole and. Would you believe it? The exam was the one.
Word for word?
Yeah, exact same. So I had every answer.
And you usually got 100%?
No, I got 98. So I made sure a couple of, but still.
They go, Wade shot up in his mouth.
Still, Mr. B, the teacher, was very surprised at how good I was.
So he was suspicious, was
Yes.
he? Yeah,
very
I'm sure he
suspicious.
would have been.
But
So I would have gone with like a 80%.
I know. And he couldn't believe it. Everyone did so well. Like the whole class.
And he's probably going to the principal, oh, look how good my teaching is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my confession. Not
Naughty
my
boy.
proudest, but
Naughty boy.
sorry, Mum and Dad.
Naughty. Love it. Thank you to Rexel.
Thanks. Well, wasn't that lovely?
Lovely. Very good.
Rubbing your hands together?
I am, because it is Friday.
Friday.
Well, not for those listening on the day of its release, it's a Monday. But for us, we've got boys' night tonight.
I know, I can't wait.
And I think
By
there
the
could be
way,
some story.
I'm carpooling with you back to yours.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I didn't drive here.
Oh, true.
I got an Uber.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. How are you getting home?
I'll just get an Uber back.
Yeah.
Or train or tram.
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah.
we might.
Thanks for listening, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Wasn't that fun?
That was great. Great fun. Let us know what you think. As you can tell, we're in a bit of a rush. So like,
Let's
subscribe,
wrap it up
do all
quick.
the good stuff. Thank you so much. We love you all. See you next week.
Peace.